In this question it says, a physical chemist measures the width of a molecule. The width is 80 nanometers. What is this width in meters? So essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to convert from 80 nanometers, and we're trying to figure out how many meters that is. This question can be solved using dimensional analysis. The first step to dimensional analysis is finding an equality between the two units. And you can look these up on tables in ALEX on the internet or in a chemistry textbook. But what you'll find is that 1 meter equals 1 times 10 to the 9, or 1 billion, nanometers. So now that we have an equality that relates meters and nanometers, we start by putting 80 nanometers into the equation times, and then now we want to do dimensional analysis, which is essentially a way of changing units. And what we want to do is put one of these two values on the bottom and one of them on the top. The one that goes on the bottom is always the unit you're trying to cancel out. So in this case, we're trying to get rid of nanometers and find how many meters this is, because that's what the question originally asked us to do. It asked us to figure out 80 nanometers is equal to how many meters. So to get rid of nanometers, we need to put 1 times 10 to the 9 nanometers on the bottom. On the top, we want to put 1 meter. Now that we have this set up this way, we simply multiply by the top and divide by the bottom. And what you'll find out is that there is 8 times 10 to the minus 8 meters. And you could use a calculator to do this math if you'd like. So that will give you the answer. Now that we have the answer, I wanted to spend a minute to just talk about why. Keep in mind that 1 meter is equal to 1 times 10 to the 9 nanometers. So when I place one over the other, I have two equal values. Said another way, 1 meter equals 1 times 10 to the 9 nanometers. One equal value over another equal value makes this fractional relationship 1. We are then essentially multiplying this number by something equivalent to 1. Said another way, 80 nanometers is the exact same magnitude or quantity as 8 times 10 to the minus 8 meters. These two things are equal. What's different is the unit. This is in nanometers and this is in meters. Dimensional analysis is a way that allows us to convert from one unit to another. In the metric system, when we're converting prefixed units, they're often different only by factors of 10, which means it's relatively easy to simply move the decimal point and find the answer. However, in chemistry problems, it's generally not. So it's really important to learn dimensional analysis, as I believe it's the easiest way to convert units, especially when you can't simply move the decimal point.